What's going on, everybody? It is Saturday night, and it is college basketball late slate time for the Breakin Ankles show, weekend edition. As you know, I am Gunspix, and if you saw my plays from last night, you would be cashing tickets back and forth as we
cashing, baby.
That's right. We're cashing, and we're going to continue the momentum. But this time, I'm joined by the co-host, the co-host with the most, Dabby Cab. What's going on, my friend? How you doing this beautiful Saturday?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm ready to repeat what we did on Sunday, because if I'm not mistaken, now you carried the majority of the load. I only had one bet out there, but we had a nice little 4-0. Wait, Sunday. Excuse
Sunday
me.
sweep.
Sunday
That's right.
sweep.
We out here so weeping, baby.
Yep. We got to follow up that 4-0 Sunday sweep. I know we didn't do great Saturday, but we didn't have like an awful day. So our show record's good. Ready to keep this thing rolling. Ready to keep it up, man. So shit.
And everybody that's going to be watching us live right now, get into the chat. Your boy, of course, joining for the boys. Yo, what up? Saw him there last night as well. Let's cash some tickets. Let's get this started because we have one game up in 20 minutes, and I want to make sure I get that out to the people here that are watching live. Virginia versus UNC. This plays at Dean Smith Center, Chapel Hill, North Carolina, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm going to be going with the unranked favorite versus the ranked dog, and I'm going to be taking UNC minus 4.5 as the play. Listen, UNC, I know they're not playing their best ball right now. They're 2-5 straight up and 1-6 against the spread in the last 7, but that's okay. They're in a revenge spot here versus UVA. Now, UVA is coming off a road loss versus BC, 63-48, 9.5 point favorites in that. They are 9-1 straight up, but if you look at their road record, it's not that great. They're 2-7 against the spread on the road this season. Both these teams match up pretty well, actually, if you actually look at KenPom. They're 55th, UNC's 55th in offensive efficiency and 50th in defensive efficiency, where UVA is 69th in offensive efficiency, 28th in defensive efficiency. So I think the matchup is going to work here perfectly for the Tar Heels. Now, these two teams did meet on January 10th. UVA did win the game 65-68 as 4.5 point favorites. Now you're seeing a complete aggressive line swing here for UNC, favored at home by 4.5 points here. So I like the transition in the line here. That's telling me a UNC story. Just pure ranked dog versus an unranked home favorite. And you know I love to jump on the unranked favorite at home here. And UNC definitely needs this game. This is a very important game. They have 11 losses so far, so they can't lose anymore. They're going to have a big swing in momentum. They got FSU next, and then they got, of course, Duke at home. So I think they're going to finish out the season strong here for UNC, and this is still a damn good team statistically. So give me UNC minus 4.5 as the 6 p.m. play.
It moved to 4.5 now.
Yeah, it's at 4.5. I just checked about an hour ago. So
you hear my voice? That's from yelling at the TV today. I've been into my bets too much today. I'm not gonna lie. Look, I agree with you here, Guns. It's now or never. Okay. You laughed backstage when I said it, but I'm gonna say it again for everybody watching so they know. UNC, when you look in their numbers, great field goal percentage, but then what happens deep? They can't shoot threes. And their two leading guards that should be shooting these threes are Davis and Caleb Love. And I found this out. Shout out to our guy Dutch Boy, because he's a UNC fan and he put me onto this. RJ Davis fucked Caleb Love's girlfriend, and supposedly the locker room has just been in turmoil because of it. But it's at the point now where you better get that girl out of your head, and that shit better not matter, because like you said, it's now or never right now. Right now, UNC, they might have 17 wins, but they're 0-9 in quadrant 1 games, and they have this game right here, and then they got Duke. They have to run the table. End of story. They have to win tonight. Obviously, they have to win their next game, and then they have to beat Duke. If they want to go or even have a shot at making the tournament, that's what they got to do. So as far as motivation goes, I like it. I'm not on UNC here, but it's the way that I would look if I was going to bet it, and I think it's a good bet.
Yeah, shots fired across there, and Dabby with analysis in that game and some locker room talk as well. Yeah, I mean, they got to get right in this at this point. This is the part of the season that you got to be clamping down, winning ball games, and by God, with their schedule, what's left, they have the ability to do that. It starts tonight, and I think that's why UNC is favored. But let's go into the next game as we break into some West Coast feels here. Boise State versus San Jose State. This game tips off at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're playing at Provident Credit Union Event Center. That's a tongue twister there. San Jose, California here. And I'm going to be going with the doggy on this one. San Jose State plus 3.5 as a play. Listen, you got Boise. They've won 5 out of their last 6 straight up. But actually, when you look at them against the spread, they're 0-6 against the spread in their last 6. But they're still getting victories at the same point. So, you have the San Jose State team that is coming off back-to-back losses as well. They got beat by New Mexico, which is a pretty good team in Nevada. So I'm not, strong teams, but they're going to be coming back home with a chip on their shoulder. Now, statistically, Boise does have the edge offensively on the offensive and defensive sides, but San Jose State is great at banging the boards, and I like teams that can rebound. They're ranked 17th in defensive rebounds and 20th in offensive rebounds. Second chance opportunities is going to be key here for San Jose State. Now you got these teams. They did meet on January 3rd. Boise did win the game very close, 67-64 as 10-point favorites. Now the line is swing downward, making it a short line here at 3.5. It's a 6.5-point swing. I love big swings like that. And then you have Boise in a potential look-ahead spot here because they have San Diego State next on deck, and they got beat by 20 as 6.5-point dogs last time those two teams met. And also you got to look at San Jose State. They've covered the last 3 matchups versus Boise, and they're 8-2 against the spread in the last 10 home games. So I'm going to be taking San Jose State plus 3.5 as my doggy of the day.
I bet I could take that guy in that. Was that you, Guns?
What guy?
In that basketball and that cutoff?
Oh yeah. With that, I had the tank top flexing. Oh yeah,
I could take that guy to the hole. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh man, we're cooking right now, and we're going to the next play, and we're gonna pass it to Dabby because he has a look at this one. USC going on the road down into Utah, gonna go breathe that thin air. In the elevations, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What do you like about this game, Debbie?
Okay, so I will say it. Since we're here and we only go through a few games, we've got time to go off just a little bit, like the locker room story. Elevation's a real thing, okay? And I'm saying that as an athlete. Whenever I would travel, like to Colorado or something like that, or New Mexico. Wait, I don't know if New Mexico has high elevation. Might have sounded like an idiot there. But when I traveled to Colorado, it was never the first day. It was always on the second day. Man, I got a headache from fucking hell. Okay. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how much water I drank. It doesn't matter what kind of preparation I did. On the second day, like I felt like I couldn't see straight. And there were times when I had to try and pitch with it. So elevation does affect teams. And this is USC's second game on the road here. Where did I just lose this? I was on them last game. I think it was with the show. Didn't we do that on this show? Wasn't that?
I think so. Yes.
It was Saturday's show, I want to say. I had USC against Colorado. So here, my point in getting to that is they were in the elevation. Okay. So they're going back into the elevation. They're a little bit acclimated to it. And I know this might be like, oh, this is a stretch. No, it's not. Elevation sickness is a real thing. And I think the team should be acclimated to it right now. They should be good for this game. And they got to win. This Utah team is slipping. They've lost their last 3. They realize that their tournament aspirations are gone. And they've just flat out been struggling. Whereas you look at UFC, they've won 6 out of the last 10 meetings against Utah. This season right now, the Trojans on the road are 5-4 ATS on the road. And you go furthermore into it, their last 17 games, USC is 12-5 ATS. Excuse me. Goodness. I have been betting this USC team a lot those last 17 games, making a lot of money on them. And I keep sitting here thinking, when are the books going to catch up? Like, why is this team so undervalued? Why is this team so undervalued? And they keep undervaluing them. So yeah, like I said, 12-5 their last 17 games. Meanwhile, Utah on the flip side, they're just 1-5-1 ATS in their last 7 games overall. First time these two teams met, USC beat Utah by 15 points. Now, yeah, it was at home. But when you look at what Utah's got going on here, their starting guards are questionable for this game. And even if they do play, they're still going to be banged up. I don't think this banged up backcourt's going to have any a chance of slowing down Boogie Ellis. Anybody who's been watching this USC team knows Boogie Ellis he's a beast. He's a good player. And with the banged up backcourt of Utah going against the strength of USC here, and USC is still strengthening, they're bolstering that resume, trying to get into the tournament. Last game was a must win for them. This is a must win for them. In a must win situation here, I think they're not only the better team, they're the healthier team, and I think they've got an advantage on the backcourt. So I got USC not only in the first half, but in the full game here also.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you on that one. I can't talk you off that play, but like I think the key on this one is going to be, I think there's a little bit of a mismatch here for the USC defense versus the Utah offense. Utah's offense really doesn't shoot the ball that well. Field goal percentage wise, they're ranked 210th in field goal percentage. They're about 50% from the floor. Whereas they're playing a USC team that just guards the ball well and really contests shots. They're ranked 11th in Ken Palm at defending all shots, and they're actually ranked second in the country at defending 2-point shots as well. So I think there's a little bit of mismatch from the USC defense and the Utah offense side. I think they evenly match up on the other side of the ball versus the USC offense versus the Utah defense. So I think that kind of what counterbalances each other. It's going to be very key for USC to just make the stops on this one, and I think this is the perfect opportunity to jump on the USC bandwagon, as they say, and get a W here on the road. As we go to the chat, Alfonso says, "What's up, guys? Winning day. Yes, we are killing it today. And if you watch the plays from last night, I think I'm going to be going 3-1. Knock on wood. But let's see how the rest of the night goes. I think I have one more play that goes that is actually playing right now and almost finishing up here. Let's go into the next game, and I'm sticking with the ACC. I talked about Virginia and UNC. Now I'm wearing another blue blood on my head as we speak, and I love this game here. Virginia Tech versus Duke. They're playing at Cameron Indoor, Durham, North Carolina, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to be jumping on Duke here, -6.5 as the play. Listen, Duke's offense is ranked 64th in offensive efficiency, 5th in offensive rebounding, and 28th on the free throw line. This is going to be a key component here, actually comparing it with the Virginia Tech defense. Virginia Tech's defense is ranked 125th in defensive efficiency, 138th at defending shots, and they're not a great rebounding team as well, 127th in defensive rebounds. So I think the key in this is second chance opportunities for Duke, and they're playing at home, and they shoot their best ball here. I think Duke's going to be putting their foot on the gas pedal as they get into the March slate. Now these teams did meet on January 23rd. If you actually watch that game, it was very painful for me to watch. Virginia Tech did win the game 78-75 as 2.5-point dogs. Now you got Duke here favored Virginia Tech was favored 2.5, and they covered the spread by a hook. And now you've got Duke here favored by 6.5. And so you're having the perfect line swing, in my opinion, from game A to game B. And Duke really needs this win more than anything. Plus, you got to look at Virginia Tech. They're just a bad road team. They're in their last 9 games on the road, they're 1-8 against the spread on the road. So this is a team you back at home, you fade on the road, and I'm doing just that here with Duke. The Cameron Crazies will be rocking in a revenge spot. So give me the Blue Devils, the Dukies, -6.5 as the play. Bang. What do you think about that one, Dabby?
I was about to run into it, but first I want to let Slick G-Man know on Twitter, man. Follow him on Twitter. Guns Picks right there on Twitter. I don't know why our little Twitter handles aren't at the bottom. We'll fix that by the next show.
Yeah, I don't know why that is either. Maybe it's something that's set up in the. I'll fix that next.
It's
time.
In the settings. Yeah, I'll show. Oh wait, there it is, right there.
Yeah, when I put up the chat, it hides them. So okay,
gotcha. Guns Picks right there. Follow him on Twitter. Obviously, I'm Dabby Cab right here. Also, make sure you let us know when you follow. I don't know about guns, but I don't give a shit about ratio or none of that. If you're somebody that's here to make money and you're a supporter, I will follow you back. You just got to make sure that I notice you. Okay. Hey, Markel, let's go, baby. Baylor did catch. Shout out to my guy Markel out there in the chat. I need Kentucky to bring it home, man. Creighton was an absolute fucking throw up of a start to the morning, but we're getting back on track right now, so it's all good. Guns.
But to answer Slick's question, I was like, there's two places you can find my plays. I give you the free plays on Twitter. But we myself, Punisher Picks, and the Odds Fellow have a Slack channel. The link should be in my bio,
I
and
don't know what that is.
it's basically like it's like a Discord, but it's more for like business oriented. It's got a we got a communicated a good community for main chat room. Kind of separates yourself from Twitter, and also we have our separate channels that give away all my picks. And I'll post the link on a future tweet here just to promo the channel. But it's absolutely free to come in.
Okay, yeah,
and
cool.
and if you want to stay, we just basically treat it like a tip jar. If we give you success and we help you profit, just return it back, and then as long as you tip something by the first of the month, you get to stay in there as long as you like. I mean, it's really easy. We've got probably 50 to 60 members that pretty much stay with us consistently. So it's a fun group. So if you want to go check that out, I suggest you do. But that's where I post all my plays all together. Slick G Man back in the chat, just saying okay bet. And Markel Baylor bang, bang, bang. Woo, baby. We are feeling good on
One thing I want to say for your bet here.
Yeah.
I know Duke struggles shooting, at certain aspects, but for a spread right here, you want a team that can hit their free throws. We talked about this. Duke's hitting 76.4% of their free throws, so they hit the free throws well. And where they're going to win this game for you is on the boards. I think they're going to dominate Virginia Tech on the boards, and that's really what I think it comes down to. I love. Like I said with Kentucky, I've been on Kentucky for the past 3 games. I'm on them right now. I hope they're still doing good. I haven't been able to look since we started. But I love taking a team, Guns, that needs to win, that has the bigger, badder fucking players on the court. When you've got to win and you've got the badass motherfuckers down low, that's when I like to be with the team. And that's what that's what I think you'll have a little bit of in this game.
Yeah. I mean, I like I said, I gave you the breakdown on the rebounding and the free throw line. That's kind of where the game's going to be held, and plus you're just playing at home. You're playing in a revenge spot. It's just, I just think it hits all the check boxes for me on the Duke side. Speaking of revenge games, though, we have a good one here, and I think we have full alignment across the board with myself and Dabby. But I'll let Dabby talk about this one first. This is St. Mary's versus Gonzaga. They're playing at McCarthy Athletic Arena, Spokane, Washington. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you got to take on Gonzaga. Talk to me, Deb.
Okay. Usually, and I know people know I go with these marquee games. I'm not scared of them. I don't give a shit. Gonzaga is not one of those teams I usually roll with or rock with very much. But this is a situation where you look at what Gonzaga's been doing of late. They're starting to look more like the Gonzaga I think everybody expected at the beginning of the year, which is fine, man. A lot of these teams are hitting form right now, like Kentucky, who I keep bringing up. As long as they hit form when it counts, that's all that matters. And Gonzaga right now they're hitting that stride. You look at their last 5 games against BYU, they only put up 88, but every single game outside of that, 97 points or more, which is just outstanding. I mean, they're putting up points in droves, right?
Yep.
And furthermore, we go into it. The first time these two teams played, and this is a revenge spot for Gonzaga, which I love. But the last 2 times these teams played, Gonzaga, they only hit 21. They shot 25 of 51. Okay, so they only got 51 shots, which is not. I know that's a weird thing to bring up, but they're going to get a lot more shots this game. And it doesn't. I don't think this game, I know this is going to sound crazy, but St. Mary's has already clinched a spot here.
Yeah.
Obviously, they want to beat Gonzaga. Nobody's going to go into Gonzaga, not wanting to beat Gonzaga. But I think on this home court, I think this game means more to Gonzaga. Honestly, I really do. I think they want the revenge here. I think they're playing aggressive. I took Gonzaga here in the first half. I very likely am going to double up and take them full game also.
Yeah, I full alignment indeed, and actually, it's almost like you read the notes that are across here, and I wanted to talk about that one. These guys did meet like 5 games ago, so I basically took that sample size, and it was just a perfect sample size. So since Gonzaga lost to St. Mary's in the first go around here, they've won 5 straight, going 3-2 against the spread in the last 5. But they've been playing a lot better. It's almost like they got that one knock in the chin that kind of boosted them up to this game here. But you got to look at St. Mary's. After that game, they backed it up with a loss, and then they ended up winning 4 straight after that, going 4-1 straight up, 2-3 against the spread in their last 5 games here. Now, Gonzaga, what do they do well? Their offense is the best in the country. They're ranked first in offensive efficiency, second in field goal percentage, and 26th from 3-point land.
I got them at first. I got them at first at field goal percentage right now.
I just saw a second on Ken Palm. I don't know if that's
okay, gotcha. I'm not looking at Ken Palm.
So that's what I'm seeing there. But St. Mary's has a good defense. No, don't get me wrong. They're ranked 6th in defensive efficiency, 13th in defending shots, and 81st in defending 3-point shots. But however, you have the revenge factor, like we said. Gonzaga is going to come into this game. They're favored here, -6.5. They did meet before, and the home team when these two teams meet is 6-0-2 in the last 8 meetings, and the favorite is 3-1-2 in the last 6. So I'm going to be back in Gonzaga in the revenge factor spot. I think they get right here and absolutely dominate the St. Mary's team that, quite frankly, doesn't need to win this game at all to put themselves in any sort of seeding spot in March Madness. I don't think it's going to change that much here. So give me Gonzaga -6.5 full game special. And I just want to make this announcement here. I gave you 4 plays last night. Guess what those 4 plays did? 3-1, baby. We went 3-1 on the Breakin' Ankle show last night. So let's cash those damn tickets because Mississippi State came through. And I think Dabby said he's on Kentucky, and they're absolutely dominating right now in the second half, really controlling the game. So bang, boom, pow. Those are the plays for tonight. Dabby, any other leans or anything else you want to say to the people before we close out?
I'm muted like a clown. I'm muted and I'm talking. I missed you. What'd you just say? My bad. I had my mic on.
No, what I was saying is we gave him the plays to recap. Let me just recap for everybody. So I'm on UNC -4, San Jose State +3.5 as the dog of the day. Duke -6.5, and Gonzaga -6.5. I think this is an alignment there. Dabby, what do you got for the people? What are you on?
USC first half. I got money line -119. I don't know if you're able that the line's a little all over. It goes up to like maybe 125, but I got the money line -119 in the first half there. With USC, I took the full game -2 with USC, and then I got Gonzaga in the first half -3. And I know a week is a small sample, Guns, but since we're talking about rolling, in the past 17 days, in the past 7 days, I've hit 18 out of my last 27 bets. So we're rolling, baby. We're rolling.
Bang! We love it. Shoot. Just boom on that one. So yeah, for the sharpest content on the damn planet, you need to be signed up to the Sports Wagering Network. All you have to do is hit the like on the show and then subscribe and hit the notification button so you know when we go live, because we're going to be doing a show tomorrow. So we're going to have some plays for you tomorrow as well. But we gave you a bunch of plays here today. So hopefully we're going to be cashing more tickets that we cashed already. We started the day 3-1. Now we're going to try to sweep the damn board tonight. And
one more point for us, Guns. If you are on Twitter watching it, we appreciate you out there. But what we need you to do is hit the YouTube and hit that subscribe button for us, guys. Go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel, please. It helps us a ton. We're not asking for anything else other than a finger button press, okay? So if you're on Twitter, go to the YouTube and hit that subscribe button for us, please. And thank you.
Boom. That was well said there. And so that's going to do it for the Saturday night slate. I'm Guns Picks. To my right is Dabby. And we're going to be back tomorrow, so make sure you check us out. That's why you hit the notification button so you know when we go live. So let's cash some tickets. Let's dominate the damn college basketball board. And as always, let's keep dancing.